Do you have any negativity in your life? Anything that you're attracting that's negative in your life that you would like to change in your life? I am going to do a very powerful talk right now because it's been coming in my life a lot. People have been saying, there's just so much negativity in the world. God, I just wish the world could be more positive. And did you know that we don't get what we want, that we get what we are? So on some level, all of us can benefit from embracing the opposite of positivity and to remember that we are powerful creators. We are the ones that are attracting whatever we attract into our lives. So I'm attracting people that are commenting this, and I feel it's just another opportunity to check in and ask myself, what am I thinking throughout my day? What am I focusing on? Because whatever I focus on is what I'm going to get more of. So if we want to bring more positivity into our life, or we want to get rid of negative energy, because I hear that a lot. And here's the thing, energy is just energy. And there's love and acceptance and compassion and forgiveness, and that's all really high vibrating energy. It goes really fast. So if I want to connect myself more to the opposite of negative energy, I could do this. I could do some activities that shake my body up. Believe it or not, this is a way to raise your vibration. Just move faster. And some of us, we're not even moving enough in the day. So I encourage everyone who's out there to start shaking your body. Just start shaking your hands, shake your legs, shake your whole body, shake your hair. See, I feel better already. And the biggest thing for reducing negative energy also can be just to change your perception and to decide that I'm no longer going to believe that there's negative energy in the world. I'm going to believe that there's just energy, and there's high vibrating energy that we just experienced, and then there's low vibrating energy. So if you could do this right now, just make tight muscles in your arm, tighten up your muscles in your hands, tighten up your shoulders, squeeze your face, make your buns tight, make your whole body really contracted, and that's the experience of chronic stress, fear, which we associate more with negative energy. So if I'm like this and I'm scared and I don't trust myself, if I am judgmental towards myself, I'm critical of my body is love by nature, so it's not going to feel accepted. My body is going to feel stressed out if I am being negative on myself, and this is more of the experience that I'm going to be having. I'm going to be vibrating at a lower frequency, and for example, jealousy, paranoia, not feeling safe, feeling scared, anxious, those are more denser, lower frequency vibrations, and they make us feel literally weighed down. So that's what starts to happen when I dwell on negativity. I weigh myself down. So what I could do is be grateful. That's like the super duper antidote to anything that's negative, is to just be grateful. So you could actually be grateful that you're experiencing negativity in your life, because you can use that as an opportunity to transform the shit into fertilizer and grow. And you can ask yourself, what can I learn from whatever it is that you perceived was negative? What can I learn from that? So take a moment and think about someone or something that you have chosen to perceive as negative in your life. And just close your eyes and let's check in with our wisdom center right here, our intuition, our heart, our soul, and just notice what comes up to mind right now. Who comes up to mind? Is there a person in your life that you perceive as negative? Just take a moment and pause and reflect on that. Take a deep breath into your heart. Who do I perceive as negative in my life? What is negative in my life? And then you might even be getting some feelings coming up right now just from thinking about that person or that event. So take a deep breath in and just process that. You can use your sounds. And the more we open our mouth and create a sound, that's actually a way of releasing energy, stuck energy. And this is what we've been doing as children. When we stub our toes, we just start to cry. And it's a natural way to release, to create sounds. So you just caused something to come up, something that you thought was negative, or a person, a vision of something. Emotions come up, and now you just process it with your breath, with your sound, liberate it, and then when you feel you've released and had that little emotional fart, gotten that out of the way, then you can ask yourself, what was the blessing in knowing that person? What did I learn about that person? Because people come into our lives to just show us ourselves. We're constantly attracting into our lives. It's so amazing how this really is true. I mean, I wish I would have known this 10 years ago. Yes, that's right. It's like super wise to just see everything. What am I attracting? Who am I attracting? And to remember that everybody's just a mirror of us. So if you keep attracting a certain quality in a person, that's a part of your life that you can reflect on and say, well, for example, a woman had a client just yesterday that called me and said, you know, my husband, I've been with him for 30 years, and he had an affair. Like, it was all negative, you know. This is where, okay, if I have a husband, now what I know about quantum physics, I would say, okay, this is happening to me. On some level, there's betrayal and infidelity, mistrust in my life. I'm attracting that into my life. So what can I learn from that? What is that teaching me? And on some level, we're not being honest with ourselves. That's the thing. We attract that cheating because we're cheating on ourselves somehow. And if you might be saying, well, I don't cheat on myself. Have you ever said yes to something that you really didn't want to do? Or are you living under obligation? Are you not really honoring what you really, really, really wish to do? For example, every day, do you wake up and you love your life, and you love your job, and you love your family, and you love your home, and you love who you are? So love is in alignment. If you love your life, and you love your partner, and you love your friends, they're all in alignment with who you are. And if that's not how you're waking up, then you may want to ask yourself, am I cheating on myself in some way? Am I cheating myself out of my awesome life? Am I cheating myself out of my fully actualized, amazing, miraculous, magical being that I am? So we can stop playing the victim role, because we are not victims. We're powerful manifestors. We're powerful creators. We're creating in every moment our reality. It really is so amazing. So today you can just choose to throw out that word negative energy, and remember that energy is just energy. It vibrates at a higher frequency, which is love, which is acceptance, which is creativity, or it can vibrate at a lower frequency, which is jealousy, insecurity. Whenever I compare myself to somebody else, whenever I think I'm separate from someone else, that lowers my vibration. That's what you can consider the negative energy. So if you want to clear yourself of negative energy, stop calling it negative energy, and just remember, it's just energy. And whatever's coming into your life, see it, be grateful for it, and ask, what can I learn from it? And remember that our Creator loves us so much that everything is happening for us to grow. Everything in life is coming into your life to help us to come back to alignment with our true self. That's why you're having that infidelity. That's why you're having that challenge. Because on some level, this what's happening is reflecting back to us. And I just wanted to show you what I just attracted. This beautiful peacock. So gorgeous. Peacocks are all about abundance. One of the massage oils that I have been inspired to create is called Peacock, and it's all about abundance. So remember that we are abundant just as there's so many green leaves and little blades of grass here, abundance is our nature, and so is love. And the more we love ourselves and say, I accept myself exactly as I am, and just keep seeing yourself in everyone, because on some level, that person is a blessing. Like for me, I remember I attracted a person in my life that wasn't really considerate of my feelings and was kind of taking me for granted. So because of what I know, I put my hand on my chest. This is the Alpha Method. It's all about self-discovery. And I asked myself, okay, well, what can I learn from that? Obviously, if I'm attracting someone that doesn't appreciate me, then I can definitely be more appreciative in general of my life, of myself, of people in my life, and do things that make me feel more grateful. So that was a beautiful mirror for me. I don't have to say, oh, what an a-hole that person is, what a jerk, they're not appreciating me. That's me playing the victim. And then remember that nobody's ever trying to hurt us consciously. We are love. So remember that everybody's doing their best. It really is that way. Everybody really, truly is doing their best in every moment. So let's create more compassion, because compassion is high vibrating. So gratitude is high vibrating, compassion is high vibrating, and if we focus on being more compassionate towards ourselves, more grateful and appreciative towards ourselves, then automatically we're going to be that for other people, and that just casts out all the negativity. So the light is more powerful than any darkness. And be grateful for both. This is another one where I don't feel life is about being happy all the time and being joyful all the time, because really there's light and day every day. There's nighttime and there's daytime, and we need both. It's about balance. It's about loving both and appreciating that we are both, not just one, light or dark. So in those ickiest moments, be grateful for that moment and realize that it's just an opportunity to grow. So like for all these spiritual people that we are, the yogis, the spiritualists, when the shit hits the fan, that's when you're tested in your spirituality. So letting, for example, it's just funny because I remember one time I was late to a yoga class. I was in a lot of traffic. It was far away. Anyway, no excuses, right? Because I created that. And they wouldn't let me into the yoga class because I was literally like 5 minutes late. And I was like, oh my God, you know, how is this spiritual? And I just needed to learn that, to respect that people, this is how they want to run their classes, and that I could definitely leave a little bit earlier to go to the class. And that's it. You know, I don't have to criticize. I don't have to judge. That lowers my own vibration. If I'm judging the yoga studio and the yoga teacher and the way that they do this and how could they be spiritual, all of that makes my vibration more negative. So thank God that I'm sharing these principles. Believe me, I wish I knew this. If you're judging someone, you're lowering your own vibration. Nobody has the power to make you feel negative or weighed down. We do not, we're so powerful. You know, you're choosing to let your environment lower you. That's your choice. You're in charge of how you feel. Nobody else is in charge of how you feel. So let's stop giving our power away and stay in that presence of gratitude, compassion, and remembering that energy is just energy. To not judge energy as being positive or negative. And trust me, you're going to feel more like a river, and you're just going to start to flow through life and feel so much more resilient and so much more uplifted because you're not being weighed down by your perceptions that something's actually negative. Because that's the only thing that's ever weighing us down, is our own perception of somebody being negative, or somebody being a jerk, or somebody being an asshole, or somebody being, you know, inconsiderate. The minute you have labeled that person and put that word, your vibration goes down, your own vibration. So instead we can have compassion and just say, wow, you know, that's where they're at, that's what that person is showing me. And I've done that before. I've been all that. We've been everything in the past. All of us have told a little lie once, right? I'm sure all of us have judged at one moment in our life. So you can just say, wow, cool, I get to see that. I get to see that in someone else. And then what can I learn from that? Because remember, everything's coming in to teach us something. So I wish you a beautiful Tuesday morning. May it be full of growth and epiphanies and inspiration. And share with us, how do you clear yourself? How do you feel yourself cleared up of anything that weighs you down? If you have some empowering tips, please by all means share. And may each one of us shine our brightest today and continue to remember that our nature is love, that it is our nature to be abundant, to be creative, and to flow with life and learn from life and thrive with life. So thanks for listening. Bye. Oh, and one last thing. If you are around South Florida, tonight I'm going to be doing a meditative sound cleansing where we're going to literally learn how to embody clear, light, aligned, how to connect to our soul, and how to wash ourselves of all that, what we have perceived as negative. Anything that has happened in your life that you think was bad or a trauma, a hurt, tonight at 7:30 p.m. at the Yoga Center of Key Biscayne, everybody's going to lay down and do the E3 breath. We're going to do it together, and we're going to create our letting go sounds. And I'm going to also use essential oils. We're going to do some self-care rituals like massaging ourselves in a group. It's so powerful when we unite our intention. It's a really, really empowering and uplifting and healing experience. And if you want more information on that, there's a link posted down below. So have a beautiful day. Spread the love and share this video if it inspired you. Let's get everybody on the planet to be remembering that we are love, and each one of us is a beautiful lightning bug that is here to transform the world, because more than ever it needs us. So thank you. Bye.